Hey guys, it's I Teach Math here, and I have a video for us today. We're going to do distributive property. Distributive property is one of the properties of operations that you will learn in middle school, and it will follow you. But today we're going to particularly talk about distributive property because it's one of the most important properties that you will learn in algebra. So I'm going to jump right into it. Sometimes we get a little confused when we're having to distribute, when we have that number on the outside of parentheses and we have to distribute it into the inside, into the elements inside of the parentheses. But just think about it like this. I'm going to put a problem on the board. You already know to excuse my handwriting, but it's going to be 3 on the outside, and then an inside is going to be 2 plus 6. Well, we've learned that when we're completing problems like these, you automatically think, let me do everything that's in the inside first. Well, yeah, you can do that, but in some instance, you're going to get a problem where you're going to get stuck, and it'll look like this. Well, I can't do what's in the inside of parentheses here because there's x plus 7. And from when we were talking about combining like terms, x and 7 are not like terms because x is definitely a variable and 7 is a constant. So I'm going to jump right into it. Just think about it. If the number 3 was you, and then 2 and 6 were your friends, and you had candy and you wanted to make sure that you gave both of your friends candy. Think about it that way. So you're giving them each a piece of candy, and that's how I want you to think about it while you're learning this and rather quickly. So you're going to give your first friend some candy, put it together, and then you're going to give the second friend some candy, put it together. And you can look at it different ways, but I just want you to understand the idea of distributing something. So you now will have 3 times 2 plus 3 times 6. Or candy may have been maybe like not a good example, but just say you wanted to go somewhere with both of your friends. So you give your time to the first friend, and that's 3 times 2. You guys are together now. And then you give your time to the second friend. That's 3 times 6. So now you've distributed your time to both of your friends. So now 3 times 2, we're going to get 6. I have no idea what happened there. Let's see if we can get that off. Great. All right. So you're going to have 3 times 6, which is 6, plus 3 times 6, which is 18. 6 plus 18 is going to give us 24. So now you've distributed the 3 into everything that's inside of the parentheses. Whereas when you move over here, you're going to have 3 times x, because keep in mind 3 is on the outside. There is no operation in that separating the 3 and the parentheses. So therefore, automatically let's think multiplication, because you will not always have a multiplication sign to separate the two. So since here there is no operation like a plus or minus or even a division sign in the middle of it, we will automatically assume that's multiplication. So I'm going to distribute the 3 to the x, and we're going to distribute the 3 to the 7. So we know that 3 times x, we can't simplify that anymore. So that's 3 times x plus 3 times 7. We can simplify 3 times 7 and we get 21. So here, 3 times x, we know we can't simplify because we know that x is an unknown number. Keep in mind, when you see these variables, they're unknown numbers. It may be an x, it may be a y, but it's an unknown number. It's a number that we don't know of, whereas it could be 2. We could replace the x with 2. But since we don't know the number, we'll just simply put it together and write 3x plus 3 times 7 is 21. Okay? So I'm going to give you a problem, and I want you to practice it. And this time it's going to deal with our integers, because we all know sometimes we struggle with our integers and we want to stop that. So pause the video, try to get right into it. 3 times negative x minus 7. Pause the video, try to get right into it, and come back and see what your answer is after that, okay? Oops. Probably shouldn't have pressed that. All right, so we're back. Now let's see, what did you get for this particular problem? You got 3 times the negative x, and we know when we're working with multiplying integers with different signs, negative times a positive is going to yield a positive answer. So this is going to give us 3 times a negative x. And notice here, that's a negative sign. So we could still say plus 3 times a negative 7. All right. So this is going to give us negative 3x minus negative 7. I hope this video helped you. If you have any questions, please feel free to comment in the comment box below. Don't forget to tap the subscribe button. Thank you. Bye.